So what's up, boxing fans? Today I want to talk about the judging in boxing and these so-called robberies that everybody's always talking about. And I want to start with I'm just gonna get right into it. One of the biggest robberies, the most controversy of the year was the Malignaggi fight versus Juan Diaz, and this was in Houston. And everybody knows this is Juan Diaz's hometown, so he obviously had the hometown advantage, and he had the crowd with him. So I'm gonna start it in the first round. I watched this fight last night, because everybody's talking all this about robberies. I was like, okay, I gotta have to watch this fight. The rematch is this weekend, so I gotta watch it. So checked it out, and I see first round. Okay, Malignaggi, yes, he looked good, really quick, maybe a little quicker, just a little tad quicker than Juan Diaz. He's a clearly better boxer. He has a way crisper jab. When Juan Diaz jabs, he goes in with his kind of like his right hand down, and it's kind of just like a sloppy jab. It's not like he doesn't. It's like he shoots it straight out. He doesn't curve his shoulder and stick it out to get the maximum length of a jab. And he jabs and goes in. You're supposed to jab and step to the side. He jabs and goes like right into you. Which is just leaves somebody open for just enough counters, counter uppercuts, counter hooks, or whatever, right? So I give the first round. I say Paulie Malignaggi, he outboxed him in the first round, and just by just a little cleaner punching, and but and then the second round, okay, and then Juan Diaz. I see when they get inside Juan Diaz, just some ferocious left hooks. Everybody loves when Juan Diaz makes those sounds when he punches. It sounds like he's just like hitting you with a ton of bricks, or a sledgehammer or something, just like that. Ha ha. It sounds. It just adds for that extra little entertainment. But I give that round to Juan Diaz. He was just hitting with those hooks, those cleaning, those head snapping punches. Round three, Letterman gave this round to Paulie Malignaggi. I gave this round to Juan Diaz. I see those head snapping punches. I know Paul he was boxing him. He was throwing that jab in his face. Yeah, that nice jab, that nice stick and move. But those little jabs are nothing compared to those head snapping. Those completely, in the ref's eyes and in my eyes, those completely um outweigh the scoring for those little jabs, those little sticky moves, those little pop shots. There's no flash to it. There's no excitement. There's no real you know, appeal to it as much as those nice hooks when Juan Diaz comes inside and just bashes your head in with those hooks. So I gave 2 and 3 to Juan Diaz. Round four, I thought, where's this robbery gonna happen? When is Paulie just gonna dominate this guy? So round four, boom, same thing I see again happening. Juan Diaz comes in with those hooks. Poof, when they get inside, he's always pressing the fight, always chasing him down, always trying to swing. He may be missing it because Paulie is a good boxer. He's clearly a better boxer. He may be making Juan Diaz missing out, but when they when he get close and he starts hitting him, like hits him, and then round five and round four, I give that round. So round three is Juan Diaz, and round four Diaz, and then round five I'm just like, okay, Paulie's got to be doing better this round. I'm just like, no, the same thing happening. Those head snapping punches. Where is it coming from? Juan Diaz. Juan Baby Bull is just coming in right through the mat. Paulie is trying to be the matador. The Baby Bull is still hitting him with his horns. Still just putting those horns in his ass, man. Straight up. He's like hitting him with you see the sweat flying off his face. Paulie's just running around the ring, trying to circle him. You see how he was circling so much, and that was really interesting to watch. And then Paulie just kept jabbing him, but it still was enough. Like, he would hit him with his jab, he would frustrate Juan Diaz a little bit, and and but still, when Juan Diaz hits those hooks in the rounds, like, it just steals the round. Like, it just takes over the round for me, especially. It's like, well, it's what I've been waiting for, and it just clearly takes over the round for me. Like, the other thing is just, it's kind of boring, like what Paulie does. Not really boring, but it's just not effective. I don't see his head snapping enough. It's not like real punishment. It's like just tapping of his face. And then round six, boom, I give that round to Juan Diaz too. More of the same thing. Round seven, holy shit, I had it 6-1 by round seven. And then I give round eight, okay, Juan Diaz maybe slowed down a little bit. Paul was hitting him a little more. Those straight those 1, 2, 3 combinations, all straight punches, and I give that round. Okay, whoa, 2 rounds to six, and then I give round nine. I think I gave round nine to Juan Diaz again. He came in with those nice clean hooks. He just comes in inside and he starts digging to the body and starts throwing those jabs that are cleanly landing on Paulie's face. They're way cleaner punches than what Paulie's is just just glancing off of Juan. Paulie's punches are just glancing off of Juan Diaz's gloves, so I didn't really see anything. And then round 10, okay, yes, Paulie starts to box a little more, like as soon as Juan Diaz tries to go in with his jab, lunging forward with his jab, Paulie would tap him, and then like you could see how frustrating Juan Diaz is getting. Juan Diaz tried to go in with those hooks and try to get inside, and Paulie would just smack him a couple times and step out, a nice little stick and move. I clearly give the round 10 and 11 to Paulie, so what? I'm still at 6. We're still at we're at 7 rounds to 4 now, okay? And then round 12, I'm just like, okay, Juan Diaz, he's gonna go hard, right? Just like Paulie's corner predicted he would, and he would. He was going hard, and I see Paulie, jabbing him just like before, just timing him, nice counters and everything. But then I see Juan Diaz hit him up a couple times with some good hooks again, like some nice clear punches, and even in, I see you see Juan Diaz punch the braids off of Paulie Malignaggi. Come on now, right? He punched the braids he knocked the hair out of that dude's head, man. Come on, like these punches are way clear. I don't see anywhere where this could be robbery. But 12 round, I gave it to I called this one a draw. So what do we had? 7 rounds to 4 with one even, so I think that leaves it like 14-13, 15-13, like for decisive, and decisively for Juan Diaz. Maybe you could have called this fight a draw. I think maybe you could have gave 1 or 2 of those rounds possibly to Paulie, you know what I mean? But it was definitely, by any stretch of imagination, it was no robbery. Okay, at the end of it, like, it was no robbery. The only reason why Juan Diaz looked so bad and so bloody because of the headbutt. It wasn't because that punch that Paulie landed on his eyelid, which wasn't even bleeding that bad throughout the fight. It was just the headbutt on his eyebrow. That's where all majority of the blood came from. So to say that it was a robbery is just ridiculous, And it wasn't like, and Andre Durrell too. Like I didn't notice how long that took, but Andre Durrell and Carl Froch, that wasn't a robbery either. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of ridiculous. It wasn't the same though as the Paulie Malignaggi and Juan Diaz, because Andre Durrell was actually hitting him with head snapping punches throughout the fight. Andre Durrell was not getting hit at all. You know what I mean? Paulie Malignaggi was getting hit a lot throughout that fight. And Carl Froch barely could hit. It was just frustrating. He was throwing him down. That punch reduction was just ridiculous. I don't know. It was so weird. Like, the judge was black too. I didn't understand that either. Like, you'd think he would be at least fair, neutral. If anything, it would be on Durrell's side, but it's kind of weird. But I thought that was more of a robbery than this. And then we'll say, then the Paul Williams, Sergio Martinez, that wasn't a robbery anyway. That could have been a draw, could have gone either way. Like, it's ridiculous when the judges score like one for the Juan Diaz when they scored 118 to 110, okay, and for the Williams when they scored 119 to 110, okay. It's ridiculous, but he still deserved the win, right? He still deserved the win. I know that is the judges should be considered, but that's how they see it. They see the aggressor, and this is how it is. I don't know. Leave your comments, please leave your comments. We'll talk about more about robbery. Look out for James Kirkland next year. He's supposed to come back in June, and I should make another part 2, but I don't know. But say peace.